Good evening, gentlemen. I'm going to speak on the topic the S400 air defense system. Talking about the history of S400, the S400 system was inducted in the Russian army in 2007. Then in 2018, Vladimir Putin came to India, and India and Russia had a deal worth rupees 40,000 crores of S400s, and India planned to induct 5 regiments of S400 in its army. Now, out of these 5 regiments, 2 regiments will be posted on the Pakistan border, 2 regiments will be posted near the China border, and 1 regiment would be posted for the protection of Delhi and its nearby region. Going deeper into the working of this S400 system, we must discuss that this S400 system is majorly divided into 4 parts, one being the surveillance radar, second being the fire control radar, third being the missile launcher, and the fourth being the command post. Now, talking about the working, as soon as a hostile aerial vehicle enters, or the missile or vehicle enters the airspace of 600 kilometers, the surveillance radar senses it, and as we all know that the name suggests that S400 has the range of only 400 kilometers. So after the object enters the radius of 400 kilometers, the surveillance radar gives the signal to the fire control radar, and fire control radar gives the signal to the missile launcher, and the missile launches against that hostile aerial object. And the command post is there to ensure whether the target is hit or not, and if the target is not hit, it will ensure that another missile is launched in counter to it. Now, talking about other countries and their views on the S400 air defense system. So Russia and China had also deal of this missile system, but China paid the money equivalent to S400s, but in return they got S300 system. This is because China is not the member of the MTCR, Missile Technology Control Region. The countries who are not the member of this MTCR are not eligible to trade missiles whose range are more than 300 kilometers. That is why China did not get the S400 missile system. Now, comparing this S400 air defense system to the American alternatives, which are the THAAD missiles and the Patriot. One of the basic difference between the THAAD missile or the Patriot and S400 is that S400 has a vertical missile launcher, and the THAAD and the Patriot has an inclined missile launcher. Now, the benefits of vertical missile launchers are that it can hit targets in 360-degree range. But the inclined THAAD and Patriot missiles cannot hit targets which are behind it. So this is one of the basic as well as the major difference between them, and that is the reason why S400 is better than the American alternatives. Now, talking about India's perception on air defense, India is ready to induct a 4-layer security of its airspace, considering India's airspace would be safe in the future. Now, the first layer would be of the Iron Domes, which are basically used by Israel against the Hamas terrorist group. The second layer would be the Akash missile. The third layer would be the Barak 8 missile, which are again from Israel. And the fourth layer would be the S400 system. So, to conclude, I would say that in future the airspace of India would be very safe, and India would use best of the technologies to keep its airspace safe. Thank you so much, gentlemen.